so we've just finished the executive branch, so now we're going to move on to the judicial branch. We're going to start with our vocabulary. Okay, so you've got your sheet in front of you, so let's get started. All right, judicial review. Judicial review is the power to interpret laws, to determine their meaning, and to settle disputes within the society. So the power to interpret laws, to determine their meaning, and to settle disputes within the society. Okay, our next word is precedent. A precedent is a court decision that stands as an example to be followed in future similar cases. So when you hear someone say that sets the precedent, this is what it means, okay? So it's setting that example that we follow for everything else that comes after that. We set the precedent. So a court decision that stands as an example to be followed in future similar cases. Very good. All right, jurisdiction. We kind of talked about this a little bit when we talked about gerrymandering. Okay, jurisdiction is the authority of a court to hear a case. Okay, so it's that area. We hear mostly about jurisdiction when we talk about the police. Okay, that they don't have jurisdiction to arrest someone in a certain area or whatever, okay? Or their jurisdiction only allows them to enforce in this specific area. So a lot of times that's why you will see like the KBI get involved or something, because their jurisdiction is bigger than Sheriff Carver's, and Sheriff Carver's is bigger than the Hoxie Police. All right, and then a criminal case. A case in which a defendant is tried for committing a crime as defined by the law. A case in which a defendant is tried for committing a crime as defined by the law. Okay, they can't be tried for committing a crime that someone just thinks is a crime. Someone thinks that they've been, someone's not following the law. It doesn't work that way. Okay, that crime has to be defined by the law. Okay, and then the last one is a civil case. This is a case involving a non-criminal manner, such as a contract dispute. So if someone breaks a contract, doesn't do what is defined on the contract, then that is a civil case. That will be taken to court as a civil case. Okay, so who is at the heart of the judicial branch? Who gets the most attention when we think of the judicial branch? The Supreme Court, right? Okay. All right, so here's going to be the question that we're going to be looking at while we're talking about the judicial branch. What is the process of selection and confirmation of Supreme Court justices? Okay, now with the election on Tuesday, the Republicans won the presidency and they took control of the Senate. Okay, so if one of the justices were to retire or pass away, then we need to understand what is going to happen to get a new justice put in place, okay? And then the second question is, what are the powers and jurisdiction of the federal courts? Okay, what are their powers? What do they do? What are they in charge of? What can they do? What can they not do? Okay, there's the seal, the Supreme Court of the United States seal. Now, this picture is an old picture because there are people in that are not the Supreme Court justices anymore. Can you name one of them?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? She passed away.
Colombian.
The little old lady, yeah. She has her Judge Judy like handkerchief on. Okay, and what are these? What do we call these? Scales of justice, right? The scales of justice. Okay, so now I am going to, so let's talk about those Supreme Court justices, okay? Okay. Accept that. All right, so here is a picture of your Supreme Court justices. Who are these people? Do you know? They're the Supreme Court justices, but do you know their names?
Brett Kavanaugh, Clarence Thomas, those are the only ones I know.
Okay, well, Charlie knows some of them.
I was gonna say.
How many of you know at least one of them? Does anybody know one of them besides Charlie? No? Okay. This is what we need to study, okay? These people have a lot of power in our country. These people are making some decisions. These are the top judges in our country making legal decisions that can affect us. We need to know who they are, okay? So, what you are going to do is you are going to create like a flyer, okay? And on that flyer, you're going to pick one of these people. So you're going to put their picture on the flyer. And then you're going to tell me who they are. Who are these people? Okay? Give me biographical details. You know, are they married? Do they have kids? Where did they go to school? Okay? How did they rise to power? Then you're also going to tell me what court cases they have been a part of. What court cases have they made decisions on that have kind of made national news, or court decisions that have directly affected you? Okay? Any questions about that? No questions? All right.